Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here, and today I have some happy news to share. It's about Pacific Biosciences. They announced their results, and their share also jumped a lot. So let's have a quick look at what their results were like, and we'll take it from there. So with that said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. PACB delivered an adjusted loss per share of 31 cents in the first quarter 2023. But before you get disappointed, it will be important to point out that it was narrower than the year ago loss of 37 cents. So they have shaved off 6 cents. That's a good figure. The figure also was narrower than Zacks consensus estimate of a loss of 33 cents. So they topped in that area. And the company's GAAP loss per share was 36 cents in the quarter, narrower than the year ago loss of 37 cents. So again, 1 cent better. And the revenues, if we look at them in detail, they show that Pacific Bio registered revenues of 38.9 million in the first quarter of this year, up 17.3% year over year. And the figure surpassed the consensus estimate of 10.6%. Top line benefited from the year-over-year uptick in product revenues. And if you look at all the results from a geographical perspective, it seems the Americas didn't do as well. It was the growth was flat in the Americas, whereas the rest of the world showed really good growth. So Pacific Bio's revenues from the Americas was roughly flat year over year at 19.1 million. And this still outpaced the street expectation of $18.6 million. In the Asia-Pacific region, Pacific Bio recorded revenues of around $12 million, reflecting a 43% uptick year over year, and that's a very strong growth. Revenues from China grew 40% year over year, while Japan also showed strength on the back of continued growth in consumables. However, if you look at the overall, which we'll talk about later on, consumable didn't grow as much as was expected, but that's for later. The figure of 12 million compares strongly to consensus estimate of 9.9 million for this metric. In the Europe, Middle East, and Africa region, which is also called as EMEA region, the company registered revenues of $7.9 million, which grew 38% year over year. The region witnessed a 5% headwind from currency fluctuations in the reported quarter because the dollar was strong. So despite that, it has done a really good performance out here. And the figure of 7.9 million compares very strongly to the street expectation of 6.2 million for the first quarter. In terms of product segments, product revenues amounted to around 34.7 million, that is up around 22.7% from the previous year quarter. And this figure also outperformed the street estimate of 29.9 million. Pacific Bio shipped 38 sequencing systems in the first quarter, including 32 review systems and 6 Sequel 2E systems. And in terms of instrument revenues, they were at 20.7 million, up 32.7% year over year. This primarily resulted from the launch of Revio in the first quarter, which was sold at a higher average selling price than the previous Sequel 2 and Sequel 2E platform. The street expectation for instrument revenues was 12.4 million. So here also PACB outperformed. Two areas of underperformance against estimates were consumables and service revenues. And consumable revenues for the first quarter of 2023 was 14 million, up 10.2% from the previous year-over-year quarter. However, the street expectations was to be around 17.4 million. So they were short by close to 3 million out here. Service and other revenues totaled 4.2 million, down 13.9% year over year. This figure lagged the street expectation of $4.8 million. So this kind of brings us to the end of the performance review, as I may call it. And I would just like to take you quickly to the TradingView platform to show the performance of the stock today. Here we are in the TradingView platform looking at the PACB chart. Each of these candles is a one-day candle. And friends, as you would know, we have a bull channel going on out here, which is this thick green line. And we have a previous bull channel which was out here, which had become a resistance for us because we momentarily came down. So now I'm going to color that green because now it has become a support again and we are back to the original bull channel. And today's performance was phenomenal. At one point of time, the price touched around 12.72, and then it came down to settle to close the day at 11.75, which is a 3.98% appreciation over the previous close. And we have plenty of room for the RSI to go up, and the MACD has turned bullish. So PACB is looking good at this point of time. And that, my friend, brings me to an end of this video. And if you like this video, please press a like out there. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help grow this channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.